It was Christmas Day one winter morning at the North Pole, as the cozy little cottage glimmered under a blanket of freshly fallen snow. A warm glow spilled from out the windows, while outside, the frost twinkles in the sunlight. And Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer, was basking in the warmth of the fireplace. His shiny nose pulsated softly, casting a gentle hue across the room. On a small table nearby was a beautifully wrapped present awaiting to be opened.
I wonder what this could be.
Just then, the door swung open, and his friend Hermey, a cheerful elf with a tuft of blonde hair peeking out from beneath his vintage elf cap, bounds in.
Merry Christmas, Rudolph. It's from me. Open it, open it.
Rudolph hopped excitedly, suppressing his curiosity just long enough to gaze at his friend's sparkling eyes.
Okay, Hermey, let's see what you've got for me.
Rudolph tears at the wrapping paper with his teeth, and slightly with his hooves, revealing a stunning set of 4 bright red roller skates, specifically designed for reindeer. They gleamed in the light from outside, as if they had a life of their own.
Well, Hermey, they are amazing.
Hermey beamed with pride, bouncing on his toes, unable to contain his excitement.
I knew you'd love them. I thought, what better way to enjoy the snow than with a little fun on wheels?
Rudolph carefully picks up a skate and inspects it. Each skate is perfectly molded to fit his hooves, adorned with silver stars that shine brightly.
They are perfect. Thank you so much, Hermey.
He smiled wide, with his nose glowing bright with joy, as Hermey danced around in excitement.
Put them on, Rudolph. I want to see you skate.
Rudolph nodded, feeling exhilarated by the idea. Hermey helped Rudolph carefully strap on the skates, with his hooves fitting snugly into them. Rudolph felt a surge of thrill as he noticed a helmet next to the skates.
What about this?
Hermey picked up the helmet, which is adorned with 2 tiny holes for the reindeer's antlers that go right through them.
Why, yes, my pal. Safety first. You never know when you'll hit a patch of ice or take a dive.
Rudolph chuckled as Hermey places the helmet onto Rudolph's head, adjusting it until it fitted him just right. Rudolph stood up, wobbling for a moment, as he took a deep breath.
All right then. Here goes nothing.
He shuffled toward the door, as the wooden floor creaked beneath him. Hermey watched this, his eyes twinkling with encouragement. With a flutter of excitement, Rudolph pushed open the door and rolled outside. The North Pole was a white wonderland, as the snow crisped under Rudolph wearing his skates. Taking a moment to steady himself, Rudolph started to roll forward. As he gained confidence, his movements became smoother and smoother, gliding over the flat snowy terrain. Hermey cheered for him from the doorstep, as his voice rang out like a melody in the frosty air.
That's it, Rudolph. You're a natural.
Suddenly, a word emanated from the roller skate, surprising Rudolph. He looked down at his skates in confusion.
Hermey, what is happening?
But before he could process it, his roller skates sprang to life, propelling him forwards like a sled being pulled by a gust of wind, as he exclaimed in shock.
Whoa, Hermey, something's wrong with these skates.
Rudolph tried to halt himself, but the skates kept gliding over the snow with a magical force. Fast and faster they went as their speed kept increasing. Soon Rudolph zoomed away from the cottage, leaving a trail of sparkling snowflakes in his wake. Somewhere in the Arctic snowfields, Rudolph was racing through the stunning white expanse, with the cold air whipping past him. The trees and hills blurred together like a painter's brushstrokes. He twisted and turned, desperately trying to regain control, but the skates have a mind of their own.
Hermey, help!
Far behind, Hermey watched in horror as Rudolph disappeared into the wilderness. He took a deep breath and clenched his fists determinedly.
Hang on, Rudolph. I'm coming.
Hermey raced back into the cottage and grabbed a small hand-painted sleigh adorned with tiny golden bells. Sledding towards the door, he jumps inside, ready to pursue his friend. Rudolph was still hurtling forward, eventually reaching the edge of a steep hill, unable to slow down. He gasped, realizing what's about to happen.
Oh no, not the hill.
Rudolph braced himself as he reached the precipice, flying into the air. The world was falling away beneath him, as he glided gracefully for a moment before landing into a powdery hill of snow below, creating a huge cloud of white fluff. Rudolph digged himself out, panting but unhurt, exhilarated by the thrill. He looked around, realizing he's lost sight of his cottage and Hermey.
Where am I?
Just then, he heard a faint voice echoing through the snowy expanse.
Don't worry, pal. I'm here.
Rudolph's heart lifted at the sound of his friend. Rudolph scrambled to the top of the hill, looking down just in time to see her arrive on the sleigh.
There you are. Don't worry, buddy. I'll get you back.
Rudolph's relief was palpable as Hermey steadied the sleigh at the foot of the hill.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Hermey. These roller skates you gave me were out of control.
Hermey hopped out of the sleigh, his expression shifting from worry to determination.
I'm sorry, pal, but I had no idea those roller skates would come to life like that. Maybe some Christmas magic here might have accidentally posixed in them while making them for you. But we'll figure it out eventually. Just stay calm.
As Rudolph stands at the top of the hill, the once exciting roller skates glittered with a teeny bit of their magic swirling with energy beneath a snowy surface. The snow continued to fall gently, creating the serene blanket around them despite the urgency of the moment. The sun glinted off the ice-covered branches of the trees, as Hermey huddled beside Rudolph, pondering the next steps on their whimsical journey, surrounded by the beauty of the Arctic wilderness.